Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for the very kind words. And thanks, everyone, for joining me today to talk about how at WeMade.com build an online brand for the digital generation. My name is Gemma Comabella. I'm the Managing Director for DACH. And I would like starting presenting who we are. So sometimes when I talk to customers and I ask them, do you know what is the main difference between Made and all our other competitions? They're not sure about it. So basically, I would like to introduce you Made. We are the leading European design brand. And one of the biggest difference with us is that we design ourselves and we produce ourselves. We work together with internal designers, but also with externals, and we also have what we call the Talent Lab. It's a crowdfunding panel where actually you as a designer can upload the furniture, and then we will produce it and see if it's working for our customers. Once we have the design, then we would look for fabrics or industries across the world, and we work directly with them to assure the quality, to assure the amount of products we produce, and also to make sure that we are developing those ones that our customers are looking for. This way, we are offering unique design, again, only available at Made, in a sustainable way, because we produce smaller batches. That's why sometimes our lead times are a bit longer, but we want to make sure that we don't overproduce furniture that afterwards is not going to be sold. And then we are accessible, because we can control the price of the products and the quality. So, long story short, our mission is to make great design more accessible for everyone. And of course, if we talk or we think about accessibility, we think about who is one of the biggest targets nowadays, or which is these targets we want to reach. And millennials is one we do really care about. Probably if I ask to you who millennials are, you will know our people that were born in the early 1980s until the end of the 1990s. But who are they in terms of person? What do they care about? We know that millennials are very creative people that look for inspiration, that know what they want, but they don't dare to take risks. We know also that millennials care a lot about sustainability, where the product has been produced, how this product has been produced, and not only that, they want to know about it. They want to have transparency about every single, the single lifetime of the product. So with that, we know who they are, and now we need to make sure we know how to reach them. In order to do that, we are very mobile-minded at Made. So we know that millennials spend a lot of time in their mobile device. So every month, we know that the person scrolls around 1.5 times the height of the Empire State, which is actually a lot of scrolling up and down. So we want to make sure that we are mobile first. Doing that, we've been able to acquire a 40% growth in mobile. 75% of our traffic is already mobile-based. And the good thing is that mobile, it's not just a traffic device, but it's also a device that people don't bounce, that stay, and actually that's gonna convert, which makes it very interesting for all e-commerce platforms as Made. This only when we talk about the web. We also have an app that I invite you all to download, because you will see that it's a very different experience, much more into the Made world. So we know that millennials really enjoy being on their phone and looking for inspiration and furniture, but where exactly I'm going to find them? I know they're going to be in social devices. That includes all of them, from Facebook to LinkedIn, to Instagram, to Pinterest. So we really care, and we want to be in all of these devices to engage them with us. So here comes one of the very different things of Made that we are very proud about. You probably have seen our campaign in TV. It's called Design Your Happy Place. But what you probably don't know is that we don't pay for the pictures. So we actually work with customers that love our pictures so much, our products so much, they upload the pictures. So it's user-generated content, meaning they will buy something, they will take a picture in their place, because it's cool, because they like it, and then we would actually talk to them and say, hey, do you mind if we use your picture? Because we find it super inspirational, and we would love to show it to all our customers. And of course, millennials love sharing, So they will come to us and say, happy to do so. It's a win-win. It's a win for them. They see, like, a lot of people are able to see their homes and how cool they are and how they're inspiration, and we don't need to pay for it, well, we can show it. So it's a great way to create credibility, engagement, and make sure that we're exactly reaching the customer, showing the products our customers love more about Made. Some of them, this is an example. Sadly, the video is currently not working, but if you go to YouTube, you will see some home stories. And those ones, what we do is once we see a picture that we loved in Instagram and we believe that the person that did it has a lot of a story to tell, we work with them to do home stories. And those ones are also ways to engage and create content in all our different social media platforms. So now we talked that they're going to be mobile, and we know that they are going to be in a lot of social platforms looking for inspiration. So what's key now? As I said, mobile can not only be a device for traffic, we need to make sure that people can convert in mobile. And this is one of the sentences that the CEO of Adidas said, saying that one of the most important metrics we've seen is an increase of mobile conversion. And it's true. As I said, conversion or mobile is not only a platform for inspiration and traffic, but it's also a device where people will buy directly. But you need to make it easier and quick for them. So how do we do it? This is an example, again, of our user-generated content, and it's a one-click base of the products that once you click, you will go to the product detail page. That makes it easy for them, inspiring, and engaging. But it's not only that. As also before was mentioned, we want to make the experience very, very playful. So they arrive to our product detail page, and they see how this amazing furniture looks in some other people's house, but the question is how it will look in mine. So we work with augmented and virtual reality. Once you arrive to our app, you can get the product view in your room, and you will get how exactly this product would look in the environment you have at home, or you want to have it, or how the look and feel is, and get a better inspiration of the product. I believe this is really cool to make it very engaging, also very playful, and to make sure you have a real overview of how it would be before you actually buy it, reducing highly the return rate. Because if you've seen it before, you're probably going to buy it. You're not going to buy 2 or 3. You know the size. You know how it's going to look. So it's a great way for us in order to reduce the return rate, which in Germany used to be very high. And I think we are one of the very good players in order to make it cool, but with a commercial background behind. So we talked about basically being very mobile, being sure that we're in all social devices, very shoppable, one click directly to the product detail page, and once you're there, you can actually play with our product. But then, we also want to make it physical. We have different showrooms across Germany, currently one in Hackeschamark in Berlin, so if you want to go and visit, we would very welcome you there. It's basically offline, so spaces where customer can not only have the experience online, but actually see the product, touch the product, see how the textures, how much it shines, all the experience. But we want to make sure that the journey will start and end online. We are an online company. We only sell online, meaning this is a showroom. It's not a shop. People will come, will see the products, and we will give them the possibility to buy the products with us, but using always an online device. They will have different computers and desks where actually our team, they can talk to our team who will help them and be able to buy the product directly to them. So long story short, as a summary, how do we get young people excited? We, one, very mobile oriented and make sure that we are in all the social platforms to make sure we reach them. Second part is that once we reach them, we want to make the conversion into our products very quick, so it's a one-click device. And then we want to make sure that also the customers can play around with our app, with our products, and see the look and feel of it in their own environment. While lastly, in case they also want one step further and want to feel the product, they can come to visit us in our showrooms across Germany. So that's all from my side. I hope you enjoy it and got a bit of insights how to reach the online generation, and thanks for following our journey at made.com.
Okay, so I have one question. How have you started the fun integration? Like, have you given some extras to the customers to put photos on Instagram and stuff, or how did you make them to like start this? Because now it's snowball, okay? It's like in media, so your fans putting photos on Instagrams and you take it. But how it started? How they started to put it?
So they actually put it because they want. So millennials, the good thing is that they love sharing. So they will come and they will buy a product with us and intrinsically love the product so much, they will upload the product in their Instagram account. They tag us, and because they tag us, we can see the products. Then we contact them and tell them, hey, would you mind that we use your image for, I don't know, or out of home, or if we do any magazines or whatever we do, because we want to make sure that it's as credible and real as possible. And as soon as they say yes, sometimes they say no, they don't want to share it. It's fine also for us, of course, we need to accept that. But all the cases that we just contact, and then we will use it in our page. So in the product detail page, you have it on our social accounts, and then on the different marketing platforms.
So you used like the trend who started in Instagram and you just start marketing on it, yeah?
What do you mean?
People put photos and you started to using it, yeah? It's just like this?
Yeah,
we
ask for the rights, exactly. Yeah. We ask for the rights of the pictures, they give it to us, and then we can use it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hi, Gemma.
Hi.
Thank you for your talk. I would like to ask you to take a look into the future. What do you think 5 years from now? How would the user experience and the shopping experience be at made.com?
So I strongly believe with this virtual and augmented reality, we've seen that since we've done it, a lot of users have it. So if you ask me about the experience itself, I think it needs to be every time easier. So it needs to be one click across the different platforms, reaching the customers in the different places they are. So it's not only going to be Instagram, there's going to be the new ones coming up, and then making sure that they can really feel this product or see this product, how it would look. That's why we also believe between this mix of physical and digital. And in terms of the trend, the bigger trend, I think it's sustainability. So we are working also a lot with it. We're already very sustainable with the fact that we don't produce, so we produce under demand, right? When something is bought, we're going to produce the product. And therefore, we do care a lot also with the afterlife of the product. And I think something that's going to be in the future, what's coming up is thinking not only when we sell, but what happens with the product that we already have or the afterlife of them.
Hi, Gemma. Thank you for the talk. Quick question to go back also to the augmented virtuality. Do you see like a difference of adoptions between the different generation? And this is the first question. And the second is, do you have maybe a percentage of your users that are using this add-in? And last, do you see also like the impact on the return rate? You said it had like a great impact. Can you maybe measure it very quickly?
Yeah. So from the three parts, the first one, we do see that the virtual reality, it's used more for the younger generation, but it's also linked to the fact that it's on the app. So if you go to the web app, you will not be able to use it. You need to download the app, and I think younger generation are more used to it. So that's why we focus it a lot into these millennials, kind of. It's pretty new. We have it since some months, so we don't really have the statistics, how many of the people have used it, because sadly it's not yet available for all the products. We're little by little adding all our range, but we have daily new products. So it makes that we need a bit of time to make sure that once we upload a new product, we can add it as virtual reality and the tech part behind it. In terms of return rates, we don't have, as I said, it's very new, the exact numerical data. We do see that the return rate in furniture is of course lower already than in fashion. And the one that is in fashion, we do see that especially for smaller items, or the ones that smaller, so mid-size, let's say what they could Sperrgut in Germany, so the middle ones, those are the ones that we have a lower return rate, probably thanks to this.
And do you see also an impact on the conversion rate? Like this is maybe the things that is easier and measurable and right now?
As it's only in the app, it's still limited. So the amount of the conversion rate only because of the virtual reality, but I'm sure next year can give you also a better exact data of how much it increased. I'm 100% convinced this is going to be a great way to engage, to convert, and to reduce the return rate.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Gemma. Thank you. You said in your presentations that millennials care a lot about transparency. How does Made create transparency about the supply chain, and how do you communicate that to these customers?
Yeah, so if you see in all our products, we always communicate that we produce it ourselves, right? So we always, every time we do, we're creating also a sustainable page nowadays where we can actually see the industries, the fabrics where we're doing. So you actually see the people who produce it. We also are working together with, and currently we have, since some months, someone new in the company that's the Chief Green Officer, I think it's called, and basically what he does is make sure we not only do it, but we communicate it. Because probably if I ask you, did you know that this has been produced in Portugal? Or do you know that we actually, if we do in India or in Vietnam, these products are actually going to have with the people are earning this wage, or how many hours they're working, in what conditions they are? I do think you would care, because at the end it's very important to make sure that we produce in a responsible way as a company. So we do a lot. We communicate it in our page already, but we're producing much more to make sure we do it directly when you receive a product, and also the packaging itself, and also once the information in the different channels of marketing, in social, of course, or in magazines, in PR, we do a lot of communications about this sustainability.
Thank you.
Thanks.